Hey guys, this is Sawyer. Today's video it's gonna be something a little different. I'm spending at my brother's house. That's why I'm talking kind of low because they're all asleep right now. And I grabbed a stack of his comics. He has a huge comic book collection, and I'm just gonna kind of quickly go through some of the books. These are not my books. These are my brother's books. So I don't even know what's in this stack. I just grabbed it randomly. So we're just gonna go into it and just show off some books that are probably different than what I'm used to or what's in my collection. So first off, we have Silver Age #1. This is a I actually remember this. I used to really like this book or this miniseries. It's basically a little miniseries they did where it's set during like the Silver Age of DC Comics, and it's basically kind of like a secret story that nobody remembers happened or whatever. This really powerful guy, like villain guy, comes down. And I think if I remember right, it's a bunch of Silver Age villains, and their minds uh, get transplanted with the superheroes. So the superheroes have the minds like, for example, like Luthor is trapped inside of Superman's body, and Superman's in like Luthor's body. It's basically body swapping, but it's really cool because and they did a bunch of tie-in stories where using different little known Silver Age characters. And I think my brother actually has a bunch of these, so we might see some of these. But yeah, it was a really cool little series. I enjoyed it. Next up, we have Justice League number. Well, it's part of the Silver Age story. It's another issue of the Silver Age comic. This is the one where all the villains are inside the bodies of the heroes. Pretty cool. Next up, we have Detective Comics #1. This is a millennial reprint. I think during 2000 they decided to like reprint all the a bunch of the really classic DC books. So this is the one that's Detective Comics, which is what DC stands for. Yeah. So next up we have Superman #1, which is another one of these reprints. Don't really need to talk about this. It's classic. We actually got a bunch of these. So next up we have Teen Titans, the new Teen Titans. So a reprint, the first appearance of the Teen Titans. Then we have a reprint of the first appearance of Lois Lane. I'm assuming that's what this is, or maybe it's the first time. I don't know. I think it is, or maybe it's the first time Superman and Batman team up. It's definitely some kind of first appearance. Then we have Detective Comics number. I don't even know what number this is, but this is the first appearance of the Martian Manhunter. I know that. I remember that for sure. Then we have Fun Comics, which is like the first appearance of Dr. Fate and the Spectre. Then we have Military Comics, first appearance of the Blackhawks. Then we have Detective Comics number 27, first appearance of Batman. Then we have Detective Comics number 38, first appearance of Robin. Then we have Narsecure, however you say that, Valley of the Wind. This is a comic book based off of an old manga or anime. It's a very, very popular, very cherished anime. Then we have, I wonder if this is actually in Japanese. No, it's not. Okay. Because my brother's wife is Japanese, so she does have some actual Japanese manga and stuff. Then we have was it what, Two World or 2000? I don't actually know what this is. Actually, I have no idea what this book is. And sorry for the shaky cam. I'm just using my tablet to record, and my hands getting kind of tired holding it in this position. So there are times when it just gets really shaky. Next up, we have another 2000 book. I don't know what that is. Justice League. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to hold this differently now because this is getting really hard to hold. Justice League number. What is this? Number two is number what? Number 208. Okay, that's a pretty cool cover. I like that cover. I think this is one of those team up stories. Yeah, this is one of the team ups where Justice League teamed up with the JSA. They used to do this every year for a very long time. Like every year, DC would have the Justice League and the Justice Society team up. It was basically a crossover. It's basically the beginning of the crossovers. So because the JSA went on Earth 2, and the Justice League went on Earth 1. So every year they would cross over to somebody's planet and they would have a team up. Kind of like how the Arrowverse has their team ups every year. That's where the idea comes from. And my brother was really big on the JSA, so he has a bunch of these team ups. This is another one. Another one. This is one where the JSA and the Justice League have to team up against the people of Earth, the people from Earth 3, the supervillains. Well, they're just superheroes. They're like the evil versions of the Justice League. They're evil. So next up we have Green Lantern. This is one of the annual like team ups between the Silver Age Lantern and the Golden Age Lantern. They used to have a lot of these, you know. Just like the JSA and Justice League team ups, they used to have like different team ups with the two lanterns, and then they also used to have these have team ups with the Flash, you know, Jay Garrick and the Flash, Barry Allen. This is all pre-Crisis, you know, before Crisis on Infinite Earth, so they used to do this all the time. Then we have this Justice League cover. Don't actually know anything. I'm not sure what's important about that cover, but then we have Justice League Europe. Just a kind of average cover. Got this really cool retro Spectre cover. I swear Spectre has some of the best cover art of all the characters ever. Then we got a Silver Age Classics reprint of this classic story. I wonder. My brother's not really one that cares about the value of books. He doesn't ever look up anything. But I wonder if all these Millennial reprints or anything are worth anything. I'm just curious. If you guys know if the Millennial stuff is worth anything, or the Silver Age Classics is worth anything, let me know. Because I'm kind of curious if the reprints, they're kind of old reprints by now. Especially the Millennials. The Millennials are like 17 years old. This is another Justice League Justice Society cover. And I think this is the one. It says for the Earth to live, one of us must die. And I'm trying to remember, because there's one of these team ups that has the death of Mr. Terrific, the original Mr. Terrific, and I think it's this one. It probably is. And my brother was a huge Mr. Terrific fan, so I'm sure it's that one. Then we have Brave and the Bold. We have this old Detective Comics cover, really cool. It's a 100-page special. My brother also really likes the 100-page specials because he's big on reading the comics. So these were always like the most bang for your buck. And there's another book on the back, I think. Nope, it's just a really thick book, I guess. Okay. Then we have New Gods, classic old Jack Kirby cover. Kind of hard to. There's a big glare on the table. Okay, there we go. And then finally, at the end, there is a Mr. Miracle book. Yeah, so that's it. That's it for this little stack. I do understand the quality is not the best in this video, but you know, I'm using a tablet and I'm literally holding it in my hand, so yeah, I don't really have the webcam and all that I usually have. But yeah, thanks guys for like, comment, subscribe, and if you like this video, please like or comment on it. So thanks guys, and see you later.